Hey everyone, it's Alison Sullivan. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia on the west coast of Canada. And I'm welcoming you today to my live. So I'm just going to wait for people to hop on, and when I'm waiting, I'm going to make sure that we are broadcasting with sound and audio and visual and all that kind of stuff. So I can see that I am on that. I'm just going to go over and make sure that the sound is on, because sometimes that doesn't want to work. Yep, we're good. Excellent. Alrighty. So I'll just wait for you guys to join us and we'll get started. Takes a bit of time for things to get going. Hi, Cynthia. How are you today? Nice to see you. You're over there on YouTube, I think. Nice to see you. And we're just going to wait for a few more people. Hi, Pauline. Hi, Donna. Oh, I'm glad you were able to join me today. It's great. We're going to be playing with I think it's called Share a Milkshake. I'm always wanting to say Shake a Milkshake, but it's Share a Milkshake. And I really love that new bundle from the January to April mini catalog. I'm going to show you a few more things too. I hope if you're on my newsletter list, and if you're not, you can join. The link for my newsletter is on my blog, so you'd have to go to stampcrazywithallison.com. There's a link to sign up for my newsletter. I sent out a newsletter today showing you brand new celebration items that have been added that you can earn for free with your purchase. So I hope you get a chance to head over there and see. Okay, we've got a few people waiting. We'll just wait for a couple more and then we'll get started. I can't believe it's February 1st. Can you guys believe it's February 1st? Yikes. I don't know where January went, but good morning. Well, it's good morning for you, Leanne. It's Thursday morning, right, in Perth, Australia. Welcome. Well, let's sort of get started. We've got enough people on that we can see what we're going to be playing with today and learn about a few more things. I'm just going to scoot over to my display area here. Hi, Mo. How are you? So we've got our celebration. That's still going for the whole month of February, and everything is still available. So you want to make sure you make a purchase. If you're in Canada, it's $60 or $120. But exciting news today, no matter where you live, whether you live in the United States, Australia, the UK, and Canada, there are more products that have been released. So in Canada, my personal favorite is these Into the Cloud embossing folder. I did never notice this in the annual catalog. I love it. The two punches are fantastic. Why don't you pick up the Songbird stamp set and you can get the Builder Punch for free. The Enjoy the Journey Designer Series paper. Absolutely gorgeous. But the one that I can't believe, and it just seems like such a great deal, is the Eden's Garden Bundle. So this is a stamp set and dies. And it normally, if you bought it in the catalog, it would be $80. But when you spend $120, you can earn this $80. That's valued at more than 80, right? Because you're not paying the shipping on it either. $80 value for free. So you can't beat that. Oh, hi, Lisa. Yay for more free product. I'm with you. Like, it's free, people. It's free, right? Okay. So I've set that. Let me tell you about it's new month. So February is a new month. So we always talk about what is the free PDF that we're giving away with all our orders. So Patsy Wagner in the United States and me in Canada, when you make any size purchase in our stores, we send you a PDF with 6 cards. And this month it is the Dainty Delight bundle, and it coordinates with the Dainty Flowers Designer Series paper from Celebration, which is free, right? So buy the bundle, get the paper for free. Let me show you the products. So this is the Dainty Delight stamp set. Oh, we got a bit of a glare, so I'll do that. It's got the coordinating dies. Let me show you the paper, though. The paper is really beautiful. So this is free. Lisa loves free. Lisa and I are into free. Look at this beautiful paper. Isn't it gorgeous? Now, I've cut it down to 6 by 6 because, I got it going the wrong way, because it's just easier to get into screen here. So on this side, we've got these beautiful, just wildflowers. They're so pretty. And then on the reverse, we'll just flip it over, we have so many wonderful designs that can be used on so many occasions, right? Like it's, look at these beautiful, I love this. I'm not very good at watercoloring on watercolor paper. So I love when Stampin' Up! Releases this because it looks like I did it and I'm so talented, but I'm not. Ha. Okay, so that's the free PDF. Now, if you live outside of Canada or you're in Canada and you have your own demonstrator, so you don't want to make a purchase to get that PDF free, I do sell them in my tutorial store. So you can head over to my blog, stampcrazywithallison.com, and you'll see the link for tutorials. And so you can buy it there and you don't have to make a purchase. All right, let's get started. We've got the Share a Milkshake and the dies. Now you can see that I've taken some of the dies out of here. The other day we made a card. You grab it. We made this card. We made an ice cream card. And we use this fantastic die. This die here makes this awesome waffle cone. Love it. And for my project, I just cut off the sides. And so now we have just a ice cream cone there. Okay. Well, today we're actually going to make a milkshake. So let's get started. I have started with a piece of fresh freesia. Now it's cut to the standard A4 size, which is the 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and just give that a nice little crease. I love this color, fresh freesia, don't you? I love it. And we're also going to use the fantastic, now let me grab the right name because I hate when I get the wrong name. The Dandy Designs Designer Series paper. Now, again, this is free. This is free during celebration. It is fantastic. You get 48 sheets, 12 by 12. Like, how crazy is that? 48 sheets? I don't know. I've been going through it, though. But look at these designs. I'm just going to sort of lay them out a bit. So many fabulous colors, including fresh freesia. Look at this. And, of course, there's always two sides to all the designer series papers. So you can see that in the celebration catalog. It's free. So we're going to be using some of that. I've got some scraps here, some early espresso. I haven't used that in a while. One of my favorite colors is Coastal Cabana. And I've got a couple of pieces. These are all just sort of scraps. And then I've got a couple of pieces of the basic white. So on this particular piece, which is 4 by 5 1/4, so I'm going to be using this as a layer on my card, right? So like this. I'm going to start, got just a little scrap piece of a little Post-it note, but you can use any kind of scraps. Hi, Jennifer. Yeah, the shipping and taxes, it'll be even higher. Hi, Keisha. How are you? Now, here's the colors we're going to use today. I love these colors. Fresh freesia, sweet sorbet. See, you're already thinking ice cream. Granny apple green and polished pink. So let me grab my fresh freesia, which I told you is one of my favorite colors. And I've got a blending brush, and I'm just going to load it up. Okay, just sort of tap it on there. Now, I don't want to just go onto my paper because you end up getting kind of a blotch. So I'm going to just take a little bit off, and I'm going to just gently rub onto my paper because you can always add more ink, right? There we go. I'm just gently, okay, ink it up again. Sort of get the blob out of it. Go back. I'm just trying to create a little focal point on my right side of my card, just sort of not wanting to cover the entire card, but sort of a large space because my milkshake that I'm going to be making is quite tall. So I want this to show. So just keep adding color until you're happy with it. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. All right. I'm going to put that away. Hi, Ellie. Okay, so let's grab this. Let us put our DSP that we talked about earlier. Now I've grabbed a piece of the polka dot one, and then I wanted the opposite side of that is this green. So that's the granny apple green. So we've got that fresh freesia and the granny apple. And what I want to do is I want to just attach that. I don't even think I want the stripe. I think I just want the green to show there. So let me add a little bit of my favorite glue, oops, which is my white glue. And of course, you know, whenever we're stamping together, got to get that going, right? Gets kind of globbed. There we go. Okay. Oh, hi, Joanne. Nice to see you live. You haven't missed much. And you can always go back and watch the replay, right? So you haven't missed much. You're okay. So I'm just going to lay that down. I just want the little edge of green to show. And for those of you who want to make the card at home, this is 1 inch. So the polka dots are 1 inch. And it is 5 1/4 long, okay? Because we're going to affix it to this side of the card front. Okay. Hi, Gail. How are you doing? Thanks for joining me today. Sorry about Sunday, you guys, but I had a very busy day. I taught a class. We were using the Best Day stamp set. So it was an online virtual class, and it was exactly at the same time that I usually do my live. And then I did a presentation to my team and some friends' teams. And so I was kind of busy that day. All right. So before I start building my milkshake, I'm going to add some hearts. Love these. There's also dies. There's heart dies in the coordinating dies. But I'm going to use sweet sorbet because I love that so much. And I just want to not worrying too much about the middle because that's where my ice cream is going to go. So just kind of want to have a few hearts. Here we go. Valentine's Day is coming, so I want to do that. Let's go ahead and glue this on. There's no reason we can't. Okay. I can't believe that we've only got 1 month left. Well, 28 days left of our celebration. I want to get some of those free products while you can. Okay. All right. So don't worry if there's a little blotch because we're going to be covering some of that up. Okay, we can set that aside. I'm going to move my card. I can't see what I'm doing here. My camera's lower than normal, or I'm higher than normal. Can't figure out which. All right, let's grab a scrap. So I've got a scrap of basic white. I'm using that granny apple that we talked about. Now this stamp is a 2-step stamp. I don't know when Stampin' Up! Introduced these, but it was many, many years ago. I've been demonstrator for over 20 years, and it might have even been when I started. But what we're going to do is we're going to stamp the bold part of our shake, and then we're going to be able to stamp over top with the details. So I'm going to start with the detailed stamp. I find that for me, it's a little bit easier to line up. I don't know why, but it just is. So I'm going to stamp that full force. Or full color. Okay, oops, don't like that. Let's turn it over. I think I should have re-inked my granny apple. That could be part of the problem because I've been using it and it's my favorite green. So I use it a lot. That looks good. Now I'm going to go in with the full image, but I only want the, I want it stamped off. I don't want it full strength because full strength will be, you won't see the details, right? So let's stamp off and then go over top. And I find this easier to line up with I just sort of line up the edge with the edge of the detail and give that a little press. Oh, there we go. We've got an ice cream soda glass. And it all reminds me of the, the old fountain where the color was that depression kind of green, right? Okay, sorry if I was out of screen. There we go. Okay, now we need some ice cream because what is a ice cream float without ice cream? So let's use the polished pink, and we've got this fun ice cream. Okay, excellent. And let's have a straw. So straws can be any color, but let's use the sweet sorbet. Now, all of these have a coordinating die. That's why I'm stamping them all together here, because we don't have to worry about anything because we're going to just cut them out with a die. I'm just going to, for the inside of the straw, we've got the stripes. For the outside of the straw, I'm just going to stamp off once, just like we did with the glass. Now, I am going to have to draw this closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. Hopefully that's good. Yeah, so I just wanted it a little bit lighter. So sort of a pink straw with red detail there. Okay, and then the last thing I want to do is, oh, I didn't do it. I was going to put a cherry on, but I didn't, so I'm not. Okay, no cherries. Could have a cherry, but I thought I was doing cherries. You know what? Let's do a cherry. If we want to use it, we can. Okay, so this time I'm just going to use my Stampin' Right markers, and I'm going to color my cherry with real red and the stem with early espresso. Okay. Huff on it, which means just breathe on it. There we go. Now we've got a cherry. Isn't that cute? All right, let's cut all these out. Now, for me, I have an issue with my eye, as you know. So I need to use repositionable tape to hold my dies in place because I can't see if they're going off, off the paper. Let me see here. We need this die. Didn't get that one out. The ice cream die is so cool because not only does it cut out your image, you'll see that it adds a little slot for your straw or your spoon, which is so fun. Okay, and then we need our straw. Here it is. Guys are all just quiet as little mice. Okay. Okay. And our cherry. Okay. Now the cherry, that might be a challenge for my poor little eye, but I will do my best. And this one a little bit hard to line up for my little, but that's okay. There we go. So now we've got all our bits. They're all glued down. Let's go ahead and cut it out. Now, during celebration, I'm so excited. I've had 4 new members join my community of stampers, and I'm excited for them because they got $225 worth of products. They got the boho blue mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, And they paid, let me just open this book up. And they opened, let me see here, they paid $175, but they got $225 plus the machine. They're so excited, and I'm excited for them. And now they'll get a discount. So congratulations to them. Now you want ice cream? Me too, Jan. I always want ice cream though, right? So, yeah, this is less fattening though. There's no calories in this card. When I was a I was a teenager. My first job, like many people I've discovered, was at McDonald's, which actually was a really good job. You had to work hard at McDonald's. You probably still do. And we didn't have an ice cream machine. We had to put the ice cream in the cup, the metal cup. We had to add the syrup, whatever flavor we were making. And then we had to put it on the machine, and stand there and go, rrr, rrr, rrr. Remember that? I mean, I think Dairy Queen still does that. I'm not sure. McDonald's now, they just have a vat where they, dumps it in a cup for everybody, already mixed, already designed. So I remember you go into work and you see what station you were assigned to, French fries or the grill or the front. And I used to think, please don't let me be on the milkshakes. It was just painful. Look at all those pretty little pieces. Aren't they cute? Okay, now one more I'm going to cut out from Coastal Cabana is this waffle piece. So this is like a waffle cone, right? So we'll go ahead and go put that through. All right. I love Coastal Cabana. I just used Coastal Cabana. I know you wouldn't get a waffle cone that was Coastal Cabana, but I just wanted bright colors today. I just felt like sometimes February we need some bright colors in our lives, right? And so I just thought, I'm going to do that. Okay, let me just poke these guys out. See little waffle bits. Make sure I put that back on my magnet so I don't lose my dies. I'm sure none of you ever throw out dies or have them go pinging across the room, right? Just me. And then I buy new ones and then the old ones show up. I go, oh, look, there's that one that I was missing. Some things never show up, but I'm trying really hard to always use my magnet. Little piece like this, I'll show you, just so I don't lose things. Okay, so there's our little waffle. Let's grab that. Clear that off. All right. The last thing I wanted to do was I wanted some chocolate. And, but I wanted to make my chocolate a little bit fancier than chocolate. And I have lost my little bit of early espresso, which I had early. This is what happens. They go flinging. That's okay. I'm lucky I have more. So I'm just going to grab a little scrap. Oh, I was sitting on it. That's funny. Here it is. Magic of television. There it was. I was sitting on it. I don't know how it got underneath me. That's so weird. Now, I could just cut the die out of this, right? We've got this piece here, which is the chocolate, or could be anything. But I wanted to have like a chocolate coating, like Dairy Queen, right? So what I did was I took my Versamark and I took my clear embossing powder and my embossing buddy. I'm just going to add that. Actually, don't really need that. But, I get kind of in the habit of using it. So let's open my Versamark. Oh, my goodness. And let's press this whole piece right into my pad. Okay. Well, a magnet bowl would be good. My sister uses that too. I think she got it at an auto place, like, an auto supply place. It works really well. But when I was visiting her, it was like, whoa. It's like, like when it goes in there, you could practically throw it at the bowl and it just goes, grabs it, right? So we've got my little scrap here just to collect up my DSP, my embossing powder. Okay, there we go. All right, we'll put that back in. that. And then we'll just heat set that. So all we're doing is making our, no matter what color of cardstock you're using, I'm just making it glossy. Just giving a glossy cover. Yeah, Princess Auto would be a good place for West Coast people. Now I'm going to sing that jingle for Princess Auto. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to heat it. And all it's doing is just making this piece a little bit glossy. And then it looks like, to me, it looks like shiny chocolate. And that's the look that I'm going for. So I'm just going to make sure that that's completely dry because, you know, embossing powder stays sticky for just probably just seconds actually, but I just don't want it to be. There we go. So I'm going to just put my die down and we're going to go ahead and cut that out. And I think we'll be good with all our little bits and we can put together our ice cream soda. My sister, Ellie, who's on this call, she was mad for floats. Remember, Ellie? Used to love ice cream floats. Coca-Cola root beers were good with ice cream plopped inside. I don't know if she still likes ice cream floats. She'll have to comment if she does. All right. Let's grab all our little bits and let's start constructing this. So I'm going to use some, here we go, some dimensionals. We want to get these popped up here. First thing we want to do though is glue down this piece. Now I could have used a adhesive sheet, but that's okay. I'm just going to take my white glue, which I love, and I don't have to have it everywhere on my little piece that I'm gluing. I've hardly got anything on here, you guys. The good news is that it does dry clear. And if it's under the ice cream, if you get a blob, nobody's going to even notice it if it's under the mug. So let's just glue that down. Okay, I just wanted to give it a little sort of focal point rather than just stick this on by itself. Okay, so we're just going to pop up our glass. There we go. Okay, and then we've got our ice cream, but I want to stick my straw. See this little slit? It makes a little slit if you want to put your straw in. So I'm going to put the straw in first. Then I'm going to put the Stampin' Dimensional. I am going to glue. I'm going to add glue to the bottom here and a dimensional to the top. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want this glued to this, but I want this as high as this. Hopefully that makes sense to what I'm doing, you guys. Make sure my straw is go. Okay, so that works. Let's put some chocolate. Hopefully I've given it enough space. Yep, underneath my straw. So this is what I was going for. You see the glossy chocolate? Oops. Like that. Go. So it just sort of follows the shape of the top of the ice cream. Now, do we need a cherry? I don't know. Maybe a cherry's too much. How can a cherry be too much? Nope, we're putting the cherry on. Let's go with the cherry. Because you always want a cherry on top, right? Okay, there we go. And let's finish it off with these fantastic opaque adhesive backed gems. I think this goes perfect with this. For some reason, the name for floats is spiders. In Australia, if you want an ice cream float, you got to order a spider. What the heck, man? Ugh, you have those killer spiders, right? Which is why I don't live in hot areas. I mean, you've got those dinner plate things, those huge spiders, right? Let's add some of these. Isn't that fun? I think that's fun. So this was the card I made yesterday as my practice card. And I did stamp the inside, "You're the cherry" on top. Okay, now look at this. I started yesterday, was playing with this set, and I was loving this set. And I actually made a little ice cream bowl. Can you see that? Whoops, there we go. Oops, there. Ice cream bowl. So 2 types of ice cream. And this one I didn't stamp. I just used the dies with the spoon and the little cherry. I think if I was using that, I would probably turn my card this way so it wasn't so, because this would kind of get lost on that big piece. Huntsman spiders, yeah. They are big, but they're harmless. Yeah, sure. Okay. Sure, Leanne. I believe you. I really do. I really do believe you. Okay. And then remember I was showing you that card that I made earlier, our last week when we did our another live. So there's ice cream cone and an ice cream float. I just love this stamp set so much. I hope you guys do too. You'll have to post any cards that you make with it. Before I let you go today, I can't let you go without telling you about my brand new class that Ange McKay and I are putting on. It is, let me grab this stuff because you want to see it. Okay. We're using most favorite stamp set, or one of the favorites. I like a lot of favorites. The Seaside Bay stamp set and the Seaside Bay dies, and they are from By the Bay Sweet Collection from the mini catalog. I think probably because I live on the West Coast, this appealed to me, but you don't have to live near an ocean to enjoy this stamp, right? So the class comes with a full package of these flat adhesive back pearls. They look like little oyster pearls. Half a roll of the balmy blue and white ribbon, and half a pack of the 6x6 designer series paper by the Bay. And of course it's gorgeous. And I don't think you can see this, so I'm going to try and find the piece that I really want you to see. It's on the other side. It's got this beautiful shimmer. That's why they call it a specialty paper. Look at this one with the gold. Isn't that gorgeous? This is my favorite piece. That one. Here it is. Oh my gosh, look at these muscles. And they've got the shimmer to them. So half a pack of that. So that would be 24 sheets, 12 by 12. Here's the skinny though. If you guys purchase the bundle from Andrew, depending on who's your demonstrator, we will give you a full package of the DSP and a full roll of the ribbon, and it will put your order at $120. Well, you won't pay $120 because this is part of the goodie bag, but the value of that whole order direct shipped to you will give you a free celebration set. Can't beat that. Yeah, I'm with you, Donna. My sister Mo is not a fan of spiders, but I won't embarrass her. Okay, either's my friend, my other friend Leanne. I had to kill a spider once in a hotel room. She was on her bed, kind of under the covers. Okay, and Scottish people don't like to kill spiders because then it's bad luck and it'll rain. Just saying. Just scoot them outside. So here's that paper that was my favorite I was just showing you, and the ribbon. And there's that little flat pearl thing there. Is that pretty? And the DSP, of course. Love that. So that's just a sample card. And then I got this one here. I got in a swap, which is a step card. Look at this little bird. This paper is so gorgeous. Like, look at this. This paper is printed in such a way that this looks like the sky, and then we get into the water, and then we've got the sand. Isn't that gorgeous? Here's another one I got in a swap. It's I think they call it a bookbind card. So pretty. And then another one here with the crab. Just a simple design. So cute. So I hope that you'll I've got the links up on my page, so hopefully you'll find those and join us. The class is on March the 4th, and the class is $45. But maybe you don't live in Canada, and if you don't live in Canada, you can purchase the PDF only for 4 cards. We send you the kit to make the 4 cards that we're going to make together at our class. But if you don't live in Canada, we can't do that. Can't send you any product, but you can buy the PDF and then cut your own kit and then join us for our craft along on March the 4th. We'd love to have you stamping along with us. Oh yeah. Leanne, it must be your Scottish genes. Scottish people don't kill spiders. It goes back to Robert the Bruce. It's a Robert the Bruce story. Whether it's true or not, it's him when he finally won the last battle he tried against England and became the King of Scotland. So it's just Google it. Robert the Bruce and spiders. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, Jennifer, then it's going to rain if you kill spiders. You're not that Scottish. Scottish people don't kill spiders. Alrighty. So thanks for joining me today, you guys. I really appreciate it. Now, it's Wednesday. So my normal day is Sunday at 10 o'clock. I will be definitely back on Sunday at 10 a.m. And I'll see you then. And if you have any questions, please just feel free to post to any of the groups or my page for YouTube that you're following me on. And if you're watching me on replay, I'd love to hear anything you think of the card today. Okay, so thanks so much and have a